Today on Running to Him.
Childbirth is a gift from God, and as believers we should set aside time to celebrate it and be thankful to God for His blessing. We will read through the Pentateuch until January, and today we read Leviticus chapters 12 and 13, and we'll concentrate on chapter 12, verses 2 through 6. Leviticus 12, 2 through 6 says, "Speak to the sons of Israel, saying, When a woman gives birth and bears a male child, then she shall be unclean for 7 days, as in the days of her menstruation, and she shall be unclean. On the 8th day the flesh of the foreskin shall be circumcised. Then she shall remain in the blood of her purification for 33 days. She shall not touch any consecrated thing, nor enter the sanctuary until the days of her purification are completed. But if she bears a female child, then she shall be unclean for 2 weeks, as in her time of menstruation, and then she will remain in the blood of her purification for 66 days. When the days of her purification are completed, for a son or for a daughter, she shall bring to the priest at the doorway of the tent of meeting a 1-year-old lamb for a burnt offering, a young pigeon or a turtledove for a sin offering." Now, in today's reading, we are going to discuss ceremonial uncleanness. This uncleanness is different from the uncleanness because of sin. And while in most Protestant churches there's no idea of uncleanness in birth, there are ideas of bringing the child into the physical building of the church and, in some ways, introducing the child to the congregation. There is no reason given for the difference between a woman's uncleanliness for a male birth and a female delivery. Hence, any discussion is a matter of tradition and or speculation. Most commentators concentrate on 2 things. The first is the 8-day circumcision rule. This rule goes back to Abraham and had to be followed even if the 8th day was on the Sabbath. The male baby would be brought to the temple or synagogue, and there the ceremony of circumcision would take place. Now, interestingly, Luke is the one who mentions both the circumcision and the days of the uncleanness, and not Matthew. He writes in verse 21, "And when 8 days had passed before his circumcision, his name was then called Jesus, the name given by the angel before he was conceived in the womb. And then when the days for her purification according to the law of Moses were completed, they brought him up to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord." And that's Luke chapter 2, verses 21 and 22. Now, a question may arise about why a woman was considered ceremonially unclean during her menstrual cycle or after childbirth. And most commentators focus on both Jews and Christians believing that this blood was, quote, bad blood. The womb is cleaning and resetting itself for the next period when the woman could become pregnant. In Judaism and in Christianity, it was taught that the couple should refrain from sex during this time. And we know that medically, the bloody discharge is not dangerous, but abstaining from sex can also be a spiritual work, such as what Paul suggests in 1 Corinthians 7:5. Nevertheless, childbirth is a special gift from God, and it should be celebrated as such, remembering that the pain of childbirth is a direct result of mankind's sin.
Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. You can use either Facebook or YouTube to like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. If you would like to contact us, you can reach me at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.